Hi, this is Dr. Ellie here once again with another very easy to do recipe that's delicious and fun to do and fun to serve. What we're going to need, the recipe is actually, I call it party nuts, but it's most commonly known as beer nuts or bar nuts. But for our purposes, we're going to call them party nuts. And what you're going to actually need is 2 cups of walnuts, 2 cups of raw cashews, 2 cups of Brazil nuts, and actually 1 cup of previously roasted peanuts, and Pepitos, which are, what do you call this? The Pepitos are actually
sesame seeds or pumpkin seeds?
Pumpkin
I don't
seeds.
know.
Yeah, the Pepitos are pumpkin seeds.
But those are sesame. Aren't those sunflowers? Those are sunflower seeds.
Oh, sunflower seeds, Pepitos. Oh, you got me wrong. Okay, so we'll have a cup of the sunflower seeds and 1 cup of actually roasted peanuts, and the rest are raw. And in our home, we say that we actually travel the world at our dining table. And even with these nuts, we can see the Pepitos are very popular in Latin countries, especially Mexico, Pepitos. And then the Brazil nuts, of course, are from Brazil. And these cashews, I remember at home in Honduras, I remember having a big cashew tree in our front yard. And for many years, oftentimes the cashews will be labeled Honduran. So right here, we've gone around the world. All right, so what we need is 3 tablespoons of brown sugar also. And then 1 egg white that's whipped. And we're actually going to put the brown sugar in the egg white to kind of soften it up a little bit. The brown sugar. And then I've got some cinnamon sugar here also. Now, we'll go ahead and do that. It smells so good. That cinnamon smells scrumptious. Okay, and now we'll sort of whip this all together here. And like I was saying, that we'll say that we can travel the world at the dining table. And when my children were small, I had a sign in the kitchen that said, Wednesdays are international. So every Wednesday, we would do something different. And we would talk about the country that the food came from. Like maybe one Wednesday we might have tacos or chili rellenos or enchiladas, and we'll talk about the food of Mexico. And then another Wednesday we might have Italian food. We might have eggplant parmesan. And if we didn't, if I didn't have the time to do something that spectacular, then I would order pizza. We would have our Italian Wednesday would have pizza. And that, really encourages the kids to try foods, a variety of foods, without feeling that they're being punished for trying to try something different. And it keeps them curious and interested. And to this day, my children are very open to trying foods from other countries. Like right now, we love Thai food and just a lot of goodies. Chinese food, Thai food, and so forth. So another thing that we would need is a baking pan. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And you need a baking pan about this size that you could line with parchment paper or with a silicone mat, such as this one. Okay, and I'm gonna just put this over here And then I'm gonna actually use this bowl. I'm gonna use the bowl to put the nuts in. We're gonna go ahead and put in the Pepitos. Let's start with the smaller items, the Pepitos and the nuts. And then we'll go ahead and stir in the egg whites, the beautiful egg whites that's got a touch of cinnamon in it. And the peanuts have a little salt. We're gonna just rely on the salt from the peanuts. We're not gonna add any extra. Oh, that looks yummy. And actually, what I'm going to do is just put this aside here and use the spoon because it's easier to mix with the spoon. And then we'll add the nuts, the walnuts. Okay. And then cashews. And then cashews, you're warned not to eat raw cashews. And of course, because I was a curious child, I found out why. And I ended up with burning, puckered lips. And then I understood why my granddad always said, don't eat those raw cashews. And they were green, and I had to peel a green layer off of it to get to the cashew, but wow. I realized why I was told not to eat them green. Ended up with puckered lips, and I didn't tell anybody. I just waited for my lips to go back down to normal in size. And that curiosity also led me to have I have a barbed wire shaped scar on my left knee. I was looking at the neighbor's cattle through the barbed wire fence, and it ended up getting caught on the fence. And like I said, to this day, I've got a little barbed wire shaped scar on my left knee. Okay, now, see, that's well mixed. I didn't use all of the, let me see if I can add a little more here. Add a little more of the walnuts. That looks delicious and it smells awesome. I'm really enjoying this. And I hope that you enjoy trying it, making it, and serving it. Okay, now I'm going to bring the pan back over that's got the silicone lining, and my oven has preheated to 350. Okay, now I'm gonna put these gorgeous nuts in the pan here. Okay. That turned out so nice. This is my first time making it, so we're gonna learn together actually how good it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just slip this into the sink and actually spread this around. Looks so good, smells Wonderful. And we're actually going to bake this for about a half an hour. That's very lovely. And actually, each one of these nuts have good nutritional value, especially the Brazil nuts. They're known to be very good for general health. Okay, so now we're going to actually take this lovely specimen of nuts here and put it, say, on the middle rack. And then we'll set the timer for a half hour. Okay. Now we'll wait. Okay, you can turn it off.